Hello, morning everyone. My name's Emily Dotson. As you can see, I'm taking over the UBC Arts Instagram page today. I'm going to be taking you through my day-to-day operations as a graduate student at the university, as well as a set designer, and showing you what the job description of a set designer kind of looks like. I'm working on the last show of the main stage season for the theater department. It's Revolt Again. You can get tickets in the link of the bio at the UBC Arts Instagram page. And I'm excited to show you what today's going to look like. So it is currently 8:42. I've actually been up for quite a few hours already. I get up very early. I'll tell you a little bit more about that later. But I think first on the agenda today is to head down to breakfast. So I live at Green College. Green College is a interdisciplinary resident society for graduate students. There's 100 of us that live here, so if you're a graduate student, you can totally apply to live here. I personally love living here. I'm the only theater person at Green College, and it's kind of nice when you have a long day at school to talk about your work with someone who doesn't really know what you do, and living with people who also So at Green College, we have most of our breakfasts together, and we also have most of our dinners together. We also have galas, and we have lectures 2 to 3 times every week. I go to breakfast in my PJs because I'm not an adult, and everyone else comes like fully dressed for the day. Hey, what's your name?
My name is Jay.
Hi, Jay. What do you study?
I'm doing a master's in journalism.
No way. That's amazing. Why do you live here at Green?
For some reason, last summer I said to myself, I bet living with 100 graduate students in the middle of a small wood would be really nice and not like a good setup for a horror film. So I applied to live here.
Great, thanks. Hello.
Hello.
Who are you?
My name is Yotam.
Hi, Tom.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
What do you study?
I study the history of anarchist education.
What? Why are you here?
I was born to be in a cult.
Don't tell the kids we're in a cult.
Oops, I just did.
Great, thank you. Hi.
Hello there.
What's your name?
My name's Guy.
Hi, Guy.
Guy.
Not Guy, as I've been calling you for a full year. What do you study?
I studied nuclear physics down at Triumph.
Whoa, what is Triumph?
Triumph is Canada's particle accelerator. Go to the south end of campus and you won't see anything because it's in a building, but it's kind of sick.
Great. Why are you at Green College?
You might have noticed I'm Australian, and when I
What?
moved over here, I really couldn't be bothered to try and sort out accommodation from the other side of the world, and so Green College seemed like the place for me.
Great, thanks, Guy. Guy. So it's 10:40. Finished with breakfast, got around for the day, and usually at this time I would work on stuff for the department, doing show-specific stuff for UBC Theater. So I'll show you the process of design that I did for Revolt Again. Again, you can get tickets in the UBC Arts profile in the bio, so check that out. Also, if you have any questions about set design or graduate school, or just something that you see me videotaping throughout the day, feel free to ask me a question here. So first things first with the design process, you read the script, Revolt Again. I always go through and I do a script analysis and an annotation of different words that are popping out to me, things that I think that are important, like or keep showing up. A funeral is a pretty aggressive word that happens. Questions I may have, and I just kind of go through all that. You'll notice here it says there shouldn't be any set. So that has been kind of a fun challenge to design a set for a show that's not really supposed to have one. So after you read the script and you meet with the director, which is Sloan Thompson, you kind of start to get an idea of the kind of story you want to tell, because every script can have a lot of different interpretations, and you want to make sure that you're on the same page with your creative team. For this show, we're kind of really focusing on dismantling systems that oppress people. And so with that in mind, you start to kind of get an idea of, all right, how do you portray systems, and how do you portray oppression in a visual form rather than from just words? So from there, it's literally to the drawing board. I have these like small little notebooks that I keep, and they're just kind of for small thumbnail sketches. These are some like very early ideas of what I thought the set was going to be. A thing that I really wanted was like a ceiling that would drop. And I wanted that because I wanted to like have some sort of power that was coming from above to kind of feel like it was oppressing the actors. And then, you know, the idea evolves as you think about it more and read the script more and meet with your creative team. We eventually wanted to have like this thrust that goes into the audience so that the actors were walking into the audience and kind of making the audience nervous about that. Had some more ideas. It changed a lot. And we eventually got to something that was... So this was the final idea. There is 12 actors on stage, and we really wanted them to be able to move the set around and move around a lot and destroy the stage as it went. So there are a ton of blocks that are serving as projection surfaces, and they can also stand on them. And from there, you start doing paperwork like this. So this is a ground plan, and this is what you give your build team to give them an idea of what the set is going to look like from a bird's eye view if we were looking at the stage. This is kind of the image that I was working off of when I was looking at my sketches and making paint samples. From all of this, we get to something that's close to this. This is a computer-generated artistic model of what I'm hoping the set will come together as. We've got a piece of floor that goes into the audience and all of these blocks that I talked about before. And the idea for the show is that we have a kind of almost a skyline of a set, a suggestion of a set, and as the show keeps going, we keep moving it around and kind of destroying it so that it doesn't even really look like a set anymore, it just looks like a mess. So you have all of that done before you meet with the entire production team, which includes faculty and other students. You give them all of your paperwork, and that helps them understand how to build it, what you want it to look like, what the artistic intention is, and then you get going. So that's what the theater department's doing now. We're in the build process. The shop is almost done building the set, and the paint shop is starting to paint the set. And so we're going to see what that looks like a little bit today. So Revolt Again is not the only show I'm working on right now. A lot of designers work on more than one show at once. I'm currently on a conceptual model for Bewitched for an independent study I'm doing, and this is the house that I'm working on for that. And then I'm also designing a Kid Like Jake with Dream of Passions Productions, and that is going to be, whoa, zoomed in very far. Yikes. Anyhow, A Kid Like Jake is going to be with Dream of Passions production company. It's a great show. It's premiering mid-April and running till early May. Yeah, go check them out here. How are you liking school so far?
I like. That's great.
Thanks. Hi. What's your name?
I'm Jane.
Hi, Jane.
Hi, Emily.
What year are you in school?
I'm in third year BFA Theater Production.
Okay. And what are you set designing this year?
This year I did set design for 540, which is like one act plays for UBC, and then also I also production design one short film for film students.
Great, thank you. Hi, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Zoe.
Hi, Zoe. What year are you in school?
I'm in my second year BFA production.
Okay, nice. Sorry. And what did you work on this year?
I worked as a production designer for one of the fourth year film, and I'm also assisting Emily for Revolt.
And she's doing awesome. So I just got out of my set design class, which is immediately following production meetings that we have every Wednesday. And that's time for all of the creative heads to get together and talk about what's happening with the show. And now I'm going back to the shop to talk to our prop designer. Yep. That is. So as I mentioned earlier in the day, I get up very early mornings. I get up at like 3:30 a.m. I do that because I have students that I teach English to online, and they're students in China who are on Beijing time, and because of the time difference, that means I'm getting up at 3:30 to teach. It's great because it doesn't interfere with any of my academics during the day time-wise, but if I can, I will grab a nap at this time, so... So I just finished up dinner, and I'm heading back over to the theater. We have a couple students in right now who are painting the set, and so I'm going to go check in and see how they're doing. So this is a 1/4-inch scale model of the set. Everything is represented by a 1/4 inch, so like a foot is now 1/4 inch. And we've kind of got the idea of what the set's going to be so that people have a visual identifier of what we're going for.
Alright, so now what we need to do is get into this sort of stuff. All this wonderful... Alright, let's go do